Hello again and welcome back to my channel. As you know, my name is Andrea and I am here to help fix your English. Today we're going to be learning about different ways to say you're welcome. Why? Well, the truth is that we, as native speakers, say you're welcome a lot. But I want you to know different ways that people can say it to you so that when you listen to it, you know that they're saying you're welcome. And the other is that sometimes my students want to learn new vocabulary. It makes it more exciting for them to try new phrases. So if you're ready, let's begin. Let's start off with some that you can use in basically any situation. The first is no problem. So if you do something small for someone, or even if it's something big but you want to be polite, you can say no problem. You open the door for someone and they say thank you, no problem. You've sent an email to someone that wanted it, no problem. If it's easy to do, use no problem. The next is anytime. You do something nice for someone and they thank you and you're saying, I'll do it anytime that you would like. That it was no problem, just like the other. But this is, it was so small, I can do it for you anytime you like. Anytime, just like that. If you give someone the answer to a question that they had and they thank you, anytime. It's a nice word to use. It was nothing. Okay, so again, all of these three are very similar. If you want to try to exaggerate the fact that what you did was really nothing at all, you can say, oh, it was nothing. Imagine you're at the supermarket and you help a little old lady with her bags. And she says, oh, thank you so much, young man or young woman. And you can say, oh, it was nothing. And she'll smile at you and you'll have made her very happy. So all of these three you use in informal settings. They're interchangeable. Please don't worry about using one of these in a wrong situation. They're fine. They're phrases that you can use anytime. Three more. These are very similar to the first three, honestly, but these ones give maybe a little bit more warmth. The first is my pleasure or it's my pleasure. When you genuinely feel like it wasn't anything and you were happy to do it, then you would say my pleasure or it's my pleasure. You might hear waiters say this a lot. Another is happy to help. You feel as though it wasn't really anything that you did and you wanted to help them. So they say thank you and you said, I'm happy to help or happy to help. And another is don't mention it. Don't mention it. It means that you're happy to help them, that there was no problem in what you did, that you were happy. So you say, don't mention it. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Let's quickly look at a common mistake. When someone thanks you, you need to say a little phrase like, you're welcome, anytime, don't mention it. Don't say, okay, or yes. Because that would be rude, that would be dismissive. It's always best, if you can't think of a new phrase to say, always say you're welcome. It's something that people say all the time. Now let's look at more formal and professional ways of saying thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, so instead of you're welcome, you're very welcome. This is just a nicer way to put it, a more formal way to say it. Thank you. You're very welcome. In more formal situations at work, like in customer service, lots of employees say, glad to have been of assistance, or I'm really glad I could be of assistance. This is professional and it shows that you're pleased to help. Another polite phrase, I'm here to help. If you're working or volunteering somewhere and you help someone as part of your job or your role, that's what you would say. I'm here to help. Oh, thank you so much for getting me those bananas. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm here to help. If someone is thanking you, especially in work, maybe for a project that you've completed, for being in a presentation, and they thank you, then you can say, it's been a pleasure working with you. This is perfect for ending a project or some kind of formal interaction where you've been working with someone. Okay, let's do a quick quiz. So, one of your friends borrows a book from you, and they say, thank you so much for letting me borrow this book. And you say, you would say, anytime. A colleague thanks you for helping him so much with his project. You could say, I'm glad I could be of assistance. A neighbor thanks you for feeding her cat. What could you say? No problem. Well done for sticking with me all the way to the end. Remember, these phrases are just extras. You can go through your whole life saying, you're welcome, you're welcome. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to experiment with these phrases, please do. And I will see you in my next video. See you soon. Bye.